Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome to another installment of BrickWall Reviews. I'm Dave, and tonight, that's right, y'all saw the thumbnail, excuse me. I am going over the Invader Zim Christmas special called The Most Horrible Christmas Ever, or The Most Horrible Xmas Ever. However, I don't say Xmas, I say Christmas, so it doesn't matter. So before I get into this review, I want to remind you guys to go ahead and hit that like button down below. Subscribe to the channel if you're new here, or even if you've just been stalking our videos for a while. Just go ahead, finally hit that subscribe button. Join us. We did our Spider-Man No Way Home review last night. That was a pretty long review, but we still did it. There might be a part 2 to that, but for now, go check out our review from last night. Hit the like button on that. Comment down below what your favorite part of the movie was. Be mindful that there are spoilers in that review. After a certain point, I still have not time stamped it yet, but we talk about it and we do give a heads up beforehand, so you won't be spoiled the entire video, but there are spoilers there. Moving on. So, in case you don't know, I've been doing for this whole month, or for what's left of the month, I've been talking about Christmas specials that I grew up on. The first one I talked about was SpongeBob, that Christmas special, the original one. Then I talked about what was the one after that? Oh, goodness gracious. I know I talked about the American Dad Christmas special. I also talked about the Billy and Mandy Christmas special. And now today, the week of Christmas, this might be the last one. I don't think I'm going to get another one out by the end of this week. But for now, this one right here, this is the Invader Zim Christmas special. I grew up loving the series Invader Zim. It was one of my favorite TV shows. I had the DVDs for it, and I would watch those episodes over and over and over and over and over again. I should know almost every single word of every Zim episode that I watched on those 2 DVDs that I had. But this was one of the episodes that stuck out to me as a whole. I loved this episode just because I thought it was so funny. It's pretty similar to the Billy and Mandy Christmas special, where this one kind of puts a dark twist and a dark spin on a holiday that's, you know, traditionally holly and jolly and full of love and cheer. This one goes, well, maybe we just screwed up a little bit. In this special, it says Zim discovers how much people like Santa Claus and decides to use this in a plan to take over the world. He dresses up in a Santa suit full of data about Christmas. And that is a very, very, very concise actually it's really spot on to what the episode is. This episode aired December 10th, 2002, right in the run of Invader Zim, right at the height of its popularity. We all know that Invader Zim was a show that was cut short for those of you who are invested in it. But for those of you who don't know what Invader Zim is, what is Invader Zim? Well, Zim follows an alien, the titular alien named Zim, as he's given an assignment to take over a planet that is so far away from his home planet, it might as well just not even exist. And this is in an attempt because the leaders don't like him because he's an idiot. And he has this robot sidekick, Gurr, who is way idiotic, but is a fan favorite because he's so hilarious. And when he gets to Earth, no one knows he's an alien. No one except for this one kid named Dib. And Dib, he's a weirdo because no one believes him because he's always into the paranormal stuff. Bigfoot, ghosts, aliens, goblins, ghouls, you name it, that's what Dib believes in, but he's never had any proof. And now his whole mission in the show is to prove that Zim is an alien so that he can get the recognition that he deserves. So that's a loose description of the series here. But and I do recommend you check it out. The entire series is available now on Paramount Plus, including this Christmas special. So why do I like this Christmas special so much? Or what even happens in this Christmas special? I know Zim discovers people like Santa Claus and wears a suit, but like, why does that make it such a great Christmas special? Well, I'll tell you why. This special, it pretty much starts off with Zim. He needs to get money. He's outside on the corner. No real explanation for it. He's just out in the corner trying to get money through the donations, like people do on the side of the corner. Sometimes you see them. He's getting nothing. And as a matter of fact, all that's in the box is a heart and a tuna sandwich. Yes, I said a heart and a tuna sandwich, a human heart. It's hilarious. It's really, like I said, this show is pretty dark. So he looks over, he sees someone dressed like Santa, you know, like with the rescue mission, they're dressed like Santa, ringing the bell, and he gets upset, tackles that Santa, and then finds out that there's so many of them around. Not knowing what it is, he later on goes to a mall uses Gurr as a distraction to tell him, pretty much give out a Christmas list, which Gurr completely bodies that. Like, he gives just so many insane things. Like, at one point he says, I want a table full of cheese and a chair full of cheese, and it just makes no sense. But Zim ends up kidnapping Mall Santa, scanning his brain for all information about Santa Claus, and that's what leads him to create the Santa suit. So his plan with this Santa suit, stay with me here, is to gather the children and the people of the world, get them to one location, and have them build a teleportation ray that will teleport all the people on Earth to his home planet, or the Almighty Tallest, their ship. It'll transport them there so that the aliens can pretty much take over the humans. That's essentially what it is. Of course, Dib, he's out there trying to stop him, and he's not letting him get away with it. So he's standing in the way, and that's pretty much the entire plot. And I forgot to mention one more thing. How could I be so silly not to mention this? But this is a story in the episode. This story of Zim's Christmas is being told 2 million years in the future by a robotic snowman to a whole bunch of kids. That has a payoff, and I will get to that shortly. So one of the things that I do love about this special, just throughout the entire runtime, is that there is that classic Zim humor in it. There's a lot of good jokes. One in particular that I like outside of the Santa joke, where Gurr's telling Santa what he wants for Christmas. The other joke I like is when Zim locks Dib up in the in like this little prison, and the bars are made of actual candy canes. So then when Zim finds out that Dib's there, he goes to take him back to jail. He says, throw him in the actual jail this time. He's like, you could just do that the first time. I like that interaction there. It's really funny to me. I also like, it's another line that I said for a long time, and it's hilarious when all the kids, this one little kid is like, please, Santa, can I have a Christmas hug, please? And Zim turns around and goes, great ghost of Dookie. I thought that was one of the funniest things I've ever heard in my life, and I darn sure laughed at it as I watched the special recently. I thought it was hilarious. One other part of the special that I do enjoy as well is the song. Yes, this special has a song, a Christmas song. And the lyrics are, I'm not going to sing it, but the lyrics are, bow down before the power of Santa, or be crushed by his jolly boots of doom. As a kid, I thought that was the most hilarious thing in the world, because again, it takes our Christmas, our Christmas songs and our Christmas mascot and Santa Claus, and it makes the song so twisted. So it's just like, wait a minute, is Santa actually potentially evil? Like, jolly boots of doom, like, how is that jolly boots of doom? That's like two different things, but it's funny. It's something that always made me laugh. Another thing that I really like about this special is, of course, the fact that this is a plot which Zim almost wins. I like it when Zim comes very close to winning, because there's this type of arrogance that he gets. And this was kind of into the Florpus as well, which was the TV movie continuation that aired on Netflix. When Zim gets close to winning, he gets extremely cocky, and that's kind of like where his downfall lies. So that's something I like, just kind of seeing him come close to this victory. And of course, the final thing that I liked, I mentioned earlier that this story was told in the 2 million years in the future by a robotic snowman to a bunch of kids. Well, it turns out when they actually end up defeating Santa, which the Santa suit gains its own consciousness and turns into like a giant monster, they launch it out into space. But every Christmas, the Santa comes back to Earth and tries to destroy the entire town. And what we find out at the end of the special is that these kids are actually living in the town, and they have a dome that covers them up, and Santa comes back, that giant alien monster Santa comes back and attacks the dome and eats some milk and cookies and tries to destroy everything until he finally gives up. I don't know. Like, they just pretty much just show you him trying to destroy the town. So does this Christmas special hold up to me now? When I watched it recently, I have to be honest, I did not get as many laughs out of it as I did when I was a kid. Maybe it's because I've grown up. Probably right. For nostalgia, is not that funny. Some of the things I laughed at, I still did laugh at, but not as hard as I did when I was a kid. Um, I think the Santa song is still funny. It's still a great gag. The Great Ghost of Dookie thing is still really funny. But I think that especially with the Zim special that came out on Netflix, I find the humor. If Zim would have come back, it would have such a sharp sense of humor, and it will be the funniest thing in the world. Honestly, and truthfully. But this right now, I don't think it holds up very well in current day. It's still a fun watch for nostalgia's sake. And as a Zim fan, it's still a very fun watch. But I prefer the Halloween special over this one, which I know I never talked about the Halloween special, but it's really that one's an inventive special for a holiday. But this one here, it's a step in the right direction because I do think this one came out before the Halloween special. I know this one was produced before that, if I'm not mistaken, but it's still an interesting watch. If you've never seen Zim before, I'm not quite sure this is where you would want to start in terms of getting some good Zim content. But it's a place that you can put like on your journey to becoming a Zim fan. This is definitely in like a top 5 episodes you should watch if you're interested in the show. But with all that said, I'm gonna give this special. Um, I'm gonna give it a 3 out of 5. Like I said, it's still funny in some parts. I still do enjoy some of the things I enjoyed as a kid, but I just don't think it holds up that well, and I didn't find it as funny or as fully watchable even as I did when I was younger. Still a great special though. Definitely check it out for your own. Drop in the comments down below what you think. If you've seen the special and you still watch the special every year, like I do, let me know what you think about it. But until then, that's all I got for you guys. Thank you for tuning in. Like I said, I don't know if I'm going to be back before Christmas with another Christmas special review, but if I am, it's obviously gonna be the last one of the year, and I'm hoping that I can get it on one of the ones that I was kind of looking forward to getting to had I been able to find the time to do it. But outside of that, stay tuned to the channel. We'll be dropping some videos. We'll be dropping a major review this week. Our Christmas special, we still don't have that figured out yet, but it'll be something. It'll be something. Because we like to come in on holidays and actually do a special on that holiday. But anyway, you guys take care. Have a great night. And if I don't see y'all before Christmas, Merry Christmas.